Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. So, end of week 4. As you kind of notice behind me, mm, we got a little bit different of a background. That's right, because I'm up here in Oregon for a couple days, and we'll kind of get to that, at the end of this video and leading into next week. But before we get any further, let's just get into the week that was. To be honest, this was a bit of a roller coaster week for me. There was definitely some highs, some lows, some good, some bad, a little bit of a mixed bag all around. So I guess the best way to do this is we'll just start at the beginning of the week, and we'll start rolling through the different days and the workouts and everything, and you kind of really get to see why I kind of call this a mixed bag of a week. So let's start with Monday. Monday went to the track, did 1,000-meter repeats, crushed them, felt great, got done with the workout, and I was like, hey man, I'm feeling good, knees feeling great, feeling really, you know ready to go through the rest of this week. Feeling really confident about where I'm at with my training. Tuesday came around; it was a little bit sore, but as you'd kind of expect. Wednesday rolls around. Had a nice little group workout there with my wife, and then Reese, one of my buddies, came on and did the workout with us. And again, feeling good, feeling really good. Legs felt really strong. Legs felt really efficient. I never really got done with the workout, and I was like, man, I'm dead. The workout just kind of went through, and I felt great through the workout. Then Thursday came around, and I think it was the downhill running of the hill repeats that really got it. But the knee, not happy at all. So what I did is, as some of you may have seen on Instagram, I put a little post on there. I took Thursday off, because my mentality behind this was, let's take a day off now. Let's get ahead of this. Let's rest. Let's feel better, and we'll come back the next day. Well, took that day off, came back the next day, uh, felt good, ran, did okay. Um, and then my wife and I have our 5-year anniversary. So we're spending a couple days up here in Oregon. So we drove up to Eugene. I'll put some pictures of stuff that we saw, Hayward Field and all that fun stuff. And you know, we had our long run on Sunday, which I kind of had in there, and it was kind of okay. It wasn't great, it wasn't horrible, but it was fine. But again, it was the knee that was bothering me a little bit. It was feeling better than it did on Thursday, but it didn't feel great. And because of that, what I ended up doing was, the plan was 16 miles for the last 6 at marathon effort. We ended up scratching that idea, just kind of enjoying ourselves. We went, running through Eugene, started off on Priest Trail, headed down to, what was it called, Doris Ranch, and just kind of went out through that direction, turned around, came back, and just said, you know what, we're enjoying ourselves. We're just going to take the week, or we're going to take the day, and we're going to feel fine. And that's what it turned into. If the knee was feeling better, I would be like, yeah, let's hammer it, let's crush it. Physiologically, I'm feeling great right now. Physiologically, I'm feeling fit. I'm feeling good. Ready to keep and push this a bit more. It's the knee that's kind of limited to me at this point. So, but again, I'm going to take it a little bit easier now, not kill myself, not destroy myself, and we'll kind of move on from there. So, all right, let's kind of break this down real quick. The good. Training is going well, other than the knee. Like, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really strong. Training is definitely pulling the adaptations that I'm really hoping for as we move through the system. So I think things are sequenced really well, and I think we're definitely on track to hit a really good time at the marathon. The bad, the knee. It's one of these things that it's hit or miss. Some days it'll feel great, some days it'll flare up. It is what it is. We're monitoring it. And I guess that kind of leads us to next week. Plan for next week. So we're going to be up here in Oregon for a couple days. Like I said, we're taking a little bit of vacation. Wife and I's anniversary, and the biggest things that I think I need to focus on because of the knee, because we're on vacation, is load management. Okay. And I think that's what the knee really is looking at right now. I want to work hard enough that we still can train and feel good, but I don't want to do too much that it's really starting to aggravate the knee and flaring up and not feeling good. Okay. Also, big thing for me to think about this is because we're gonna be on vacation. So that means that we need to focus on like, hey, I want to go for a hike, or we want to go for a bike ride, or we want to go explore downtown. All of that stress, all of that walking is still stress on the knee. Okay. A lot of people look at training as like, hey, this is my training and this is what I'm doing while running. And I don't think of everything else. So, but I know that I'm going to be out and doing more walking around, more just kind of, recreational activities. Maybe go down to the river and we spend some time down there. Maybe we go kayaking, maybe we go, mountain bike riding, whatever it is. Those are all stresses on the body. And so I really need to kind of pay attention to the knee, and maybe I'm not running as much as I want to next week. Maybe I'm hitting those workouts, those key workouts throughout the week, and that's where I'm putting most of my effort. And my recovery days are just that, super easy and recovery. We'll kind of play around by ear. We'll kind of see how we're feeling each day. We'll kind of see, how the knee's doing, how we're, what the week brings. But I think load management is going to be the key part of it. The other part of it is too, we're spending part of the time up in Bend. Bend is a little bit of altitude, and so there's some altitude things for us to really focus on. So for me personally, hydration is going to be a big thing. When you go up to altitude, there is some physiological stuff that you do get a little bit more dehydrated. So really making sure that I'm paying attention to the water. The amount of water that I take to hydrate down at sea level, different than the amount of water that I take to hydrate up at altitude. So I'm really going to focus on that as well. All right, that wraps up week 4. Hopefully that's a nice little insight to what we had this week. I'm really excited for next week. There's a lot of potential for some really good, fun training. But again, we'll see how the knee holds up. All right, that's it for today. And until next time, happy running. Bye.